Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going on an adventure to a place that everyone dreams of visiting, Bali, the island of gods, with its green rice paddies, beautiful beaches, and vibrant culture. But wait, you might be thinking, Shivani, Bali sounds expensive. That is a common myth, and today I am here to break it. I am going to show you exactly how I spent 5 incredible days exploring this paradise for less than 50,000 rupees. Yes, you heard that right. Under 50,000 rupees, all-inclusive. That's less than the price of a new smartphone. This isn't about magic. It's about smart travel. It's about making the right choices, planning ahead, and knowing the local secrets. I believe that travel should be accessible to everyone, and financial constraints should not stop you from seeing the world. So, in this video, I will break down every single expense, from flights and accommodation to food and sightseeing. I'll share all the tips, tricks, and hacks I learned along the way. My goal is to give you a complete, practical blueprint. So if you've been putting off your Bali dream because you thought it was too expensive, this video is for you. Get ready to take notes, because by the end of this, you'll be ready to book your own affordable trip to paradise. We will prove that a limited budget does not mean limited experiences. It just means a smarter adventure. Let's get started, because this is 1 minute. See you tomorrow. Just kidding. This will be much longer. Let's go. The first and biggest hurdle for any international trip is always the flight ticket. This can make or break your budget. So how did I get to Bali without emptying my wallet? The secret is flexibility and timing. I didn't travel during the peak season like June, July, or December. Instead, I chose a shoulder season, like April or October, when the weather is still amazing, but the prices are much lower. I used flight aggregators like Skyscanner and Google Flights, but I didn't just book. I set up price alerts months in advance. This is key. I tracked the prices for weeks, and when they dropped to their lowest point, I booked immediately. This simple act of patience saved me over 10,000 rupees. It's a waiting game, but one that pays off big time. Now, let's talk about the airlines. Don't just look at direct flights. Sometimes a flight with a short layover in a city like Kuala Lumpur or Singapore can be significantly cheaper. I flew with AirAsia, a budget airline. And yes, you have to pay extra for luggage and meals, but if you pack light and eat before you fly, you save a lot. My round-trip ticket from Mumbai cost me around 18,000 rupees. That is the single biggest chunk of the budget, and we got it for a great price. It's not about finding a magic deal. It's about being a smart, proactive traveler. Plan ahead, be flexible with your dates, and the deals will come to you. That is the first step to making your Bali dream a reality. And the best part? The visa. For Indian passport holders, Indonesia offers a visa on arrival for up to 30 days. And guess what? It is completely free. That's right, zero cost. You just land at Denpasar Airport, go to the immigration counter, get a stamp, and that's it. You have officially entered paradise without spending a single rupee on visa fees. This is a huge advantage and makes Bali one of the most accessible international destinations for us. No complicated paperwork, no expensive fees, no waiting for weeks. Just book your flight, pack your bags, and go. This simple, free process saves you both time and money, which we can now put towards more amazing experiences in Bali. Okay, flights are booked. Now, where do you stay? Bali has everything from luxury villas that cost thousands of dollars a night to simple, clean, and friendly places that cost less than your daily coffee. For a budget trip, we are diving into the world of hostels and guest houses, or losmen as they are locally known. These are not the dingy places you might imagine. Bali's budget accommodations are famous for their hospitality, community feel, and incredible value. I used websites like Booking.com and Hostelworld, and the key here is to read the reviews. Look for places with high ratings for cleanliness and location. You can find amazing spots for as little as 600 to 800 rupees per night. I decided to split my stay between 2 areas to experience more of the island. First, I stayed in a hostel in Canggu, a popular spot for surfers and digital nomads. My dorm bed cost me just 700 rupees a night, and it came with media group, hostel dorm bed, Bali, hostel breakfast with toast and fruit, hostel swimming pool with people relaxing, backpackers chatting in hostel common area at distribute_equally, free breakfast, a swimming pool, and the chance to meet amazing people from all over the world. This is the beauty of hostels. You don't just get a bed, you get a community. Many hostels organize group activities like media group, hostel group going on temple tour, hostel family dinner with travelers. Travelers at Balinese temple at stock at distribute_equally, temple visits, or family dinners, which are great ways to explore and save money. For 5 nights, my total accommodation cost was just around 3,500 rupees. That is incredible value. For those who want a bit more privacy, guest houses are a fantastic option. These are often family-run, offering a private room with an attached bathroom for about 1,200 to 1,500 rupees a night. You get a more authentic, local experience, often with a delicious homemade Indonesian breakfast included. The trick is to book in advance, especially if you're traveling during a slightly busier time. But even with a last-minute booking, you can find great deals. So forget the expensive hotels. Embrace the hostels and guest houses. You'll save a fortune, and I promise you'll have a much more memorable and authentic experience. Bali is a big island, and getting around can seem daunting. Taxis from the airport can be very expensive and can eat into your budget on day one. But don't worry, there is a much cheaper way. The moment you get a local SIM card at the airport, you need to download 2 apps, Gojek and Grab. These are the Uber of Southeast Asia, but for a fraction of the price. They are your absolute best friends for getting around in Bali. You can book a car, or, for the cheapest and most authentic experience, a scooter taxi known as an ojek. A 30-minute ride that might cost 300 rupees in a regular taxi could be as low as 60 rupees on a Gojek bike. For the ultimate freedom and the most budget-friendly option, you can rent your own scooter. This is what I did for 3 out of my 5 days. Renting a scooter in Bali is incredibly easy and cheap, costing around 300 to 400 rupees per day. That's it. For the price of a single fancy coffee in Mumbai, you get 24 hours of unlimited transportation. You can explore hidden beaches, drive through stunning rice paddies, and stop wherever you want, whenever you want. Just make sure you have an international driving permit, and always wear a helmet. Petrol is also very cheap, and you can fill up your tank for less than 100 rupees at the small roadside stalls. Navigating with a scooter is super easy thanks to Google Maps. Just pop your phone into a holder on the handlebars and you're good to go. This freedom is what Bali is all about. It allows you to get off the beaten path and discover the real soul of the island, away from the tourist crowds. For longer distances between towns, like from Ubud to Seminyak, you can use shuttle buses like Pirama Tour, which are comfortable and very affordable. By combining scooter rentals for local exploration and Gojek for short trips, my total transport cost for 5 days was less than 2,000 rupees. That is smart travel. Now for my favorite part, the food. You could spend a lot of money on food in Bali's fancy restaurants and beach clubs, or you could eat like a king for a few hundred rupees a day. The secret is to eat where the locals eat. Look for the small family-run eateries called warungs. These places serve the most delicious, authentic Indonesian food you will ever taste, and the prices are unbelievably low. A massive plate of nasi campur, which is rice with a selection of different small vegetable and meat dishes, can cost as little as 100 to 150 rupees. It's a full, hearty, and incredibly flavorful meal. My daily food budget was around 600 rupees, and I never felt like I was compromising. For breakfast, I would often have the free meal at my hostel, or grab some fresh tropical fruit from a local market. For lunch and dinner, I would explore the local warungs. My go-to dishes were nasi goreng, mee goreng, and gado-gado. Each of these dishes typically costs under 150 rupees. Don't be afraid to try the street food either. Look for the busy stalls, because that's a sign the food is fresh and good. You can get delicious satay skewers or sweet treats for just a few rupees. To save even more money, avoid expensive imported drinks. Instead of ordering a Coca-Cola, try a fresh coconut water, or este, or a delicious avocado juice. These are cheaper, healthier, and much more refreshing in the Bali heat. Also, carry a reusable water bottle. Many hostels and cafes offer free water refills, which is great for your wallet and the environment. By eating at warungs, trying street food, and making smart drink choices, I spent only about 3,000 rupees on food for the entire 5-day trip. And let me tell you, I ate very, very well. This is how you experience the true taste of Bali. You've got your flight, your bed, your transport, and your food. Now, what about the activities? The great news is that the best things in Bali are often free or very cheap. The number one activity is, of course, the beaches. From the white sands of Kuta and Seminyak to the hidden coves of Uluwatu, You can spend days just relaxing, swimming, and watching the sunset, all for zero cost. I spent an entire afternoon at Padang Padang Beach, and the only thing I paid for was a bottle of water. The incredible sunsets that Bali is famous for? They are a spectacular show put on by nature every single evening, and the ticket is always free. Many of Bali's most iconic cultural sites are also very affordable. The famous Tegalalang rice terraces, for example, have a small entrance donation of around 50 to 100 rupees. You can spend hours walking through these stunning green landscapes. Many temples, or puras, have a small entrance fee of about 100 to 250 rupees, which usually includes the rental of a sarong that you must wear to enter. I visited the beautiful Tirta-Empul temple, where you can witness a traditional purification ritual, and the entrance fee was minimal. It's about experiencing the culture, not about expensive tickets. You can also go on incredible hikes for free, like the Kampuhan Ridge Walk in Ubud, which offers breathtaking views of the lush green hills. Window shopping in the art markets of Ubud costs nothing, and you can see beautiful local crafts. Instead of paying for an expensive yoga class, find a quiet spot on the beach and do your own morning session. My total spending on attractions and activities for 5 days was less than 1,500 rupees. It proves that you don't need a lot of money to have a rich and fulfilling experience. Bali's true beauty lies in its nature and its culture, and so much of that is accessible to everyone, regardless of their budget. So there you have it. 5 days in beautiful Bali for under 50,000 rupees. We crunched the numbers. Flights around 18,000, accommodation at 3,500, transport at 2,000, food at 3,000, and activities at 1,500. That's a grand total of around 28,000 rupees for my on-ground expenses and flight, leaving plenty of room in the 50,000 budget for shopping or even a fancy meal or two. See? It's not impossible. It's not even that difficult. It just takes a little bit of planning, a willingness to embrace the local way of life, and a mindset focused on experiences over luxury. Bali is more than just a destination. It's a feeling. It's the warmth of the people, the taste of the food, the beauty of the landscapes, and the peace you find in its temples. And that feeling is not reserved for the wealthy. It's available to anyone who is willing to travel smart. So, I hope this video has inspired you and shown you that your dream trip to Bali is within reach. Don't let a budget hold you back from exploring this incredible corner of the world. Start planning, set those price alerts, and get ready for an adventure you will never forget. Now I want to hear from you. Have you been to Bali on a budget? What are your secret tips and tricks for saving money? Or if you're planning a trip, what questions do you have for me? Drop them all in the comments below. I'll do my best to answer every single one. Let's build a community of smart travelers and help each other see the world. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel guides, and I will see you in the next adventure.